Hello everybody and welcome. This is Tamir Zain from ElliottWaveForex.com with your weekly analysis for the Euro-US dollar currency pair. The Euro had a relatively bullish week that nonetheless ended on a dangerously bearish note, one that may set the tone for the entire year in 2017. But before we get to that, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a fantastic new year. May all your plans, wishes and goals come true. Now, my general view for 2017 has been simple and consistent. The wave pattern strongly suggests that the market is about to experience a monstrous decline as it heads into the center point of a long-term downtrend that should drag price even below parity within a relatively short period of time. We're updating our accounts to reflect the most recent price action and to present tighter targets and invalidation points. So, beginning as usual with the big picture on the weekly chart, we see that the euro is moving towards the downside in teal wave X, which is forming a double zigzag labeled maroon waves W, X and Y, where maroon wave Y is forming a zigzag labeled black waves A, B and C, where black wave A formed an impulse labeled blue waves 1 through 5, and black wave B formed a contracting triangle labeled blue waves A, B, C, D and E, retracing 23.6% of black wave A, and now black wave C is forming another impulse labeled blue waves 1 through 5. Zooming into the daily chart for the main count, we see that blue wave 1 formed a very strong impulse of almost 800 pips, then blue wave 2 formed a double combination labeled pink waves W, X and Y, retracing about 50% of blue wave 1, and now blue wave 3 is forming an impulse labeled pink waves 1 through 5, where pink wave 2 formed a zigzag labeled green waves A, B and C, retracing nearly 61.8% of pink wave 1. It's worth noting here that green wave C ended with a very clear shooting star candlestick, which is typically a very bearish indication, which is why this count expects the euro to resume moving towards the downside in pink wave 3, and this will be very much confirmed by movement below 1.0352. So at 1.0131, pink wave 3 would reach 100% the length of pink wave 1, then at 0.9809 it would reach 161.8% of its length. Now this wave count is invalidated by movement above 1.0874 as pink wave 2 may not move beyond the start of pink wave 1. And once price reaches our confirmation point, we may lower the invalidation point to the end of pink wave 2, which currently stands at 1.0654. Now let's take a look at our alternate count, which sees that blue wave 2 is still unfolding as an expanded flat, labeled pink waves A, B and C, where pink wave C is now most likely forming an impulse labeled green waves 1 through 5. So this count expects the euro to continue moving towards the upside in pink wave C to complete wave 2. And at 1.0709, pink wave C would reach 100% the length of pink wave A, then at 1.0929 it would reach 161.8% of its length. This wave count is invalidated by movement above 1.1300 as blue wave 2 may not move beyond the start of blue wave 1, and it's also invalidated by movement below 1.0499 as green wave 4 of this impulse may not enter the price territory of green wave 1. That's all for our analysis for this week, which is also our last analysis of the year 2016, so we wish you a happy new year and lots of profitable trading. See you next time.